Alright, so I haven't made a dream video in a while, but tonight I had like 3 weird ass dreams, and I'll explain them a little bit. I'll try to. First one I had was I was just in my house, and I don't know, I guess my sister was outside talking to like one of my old friends, and I was going to go talk to her, and I go open the door, and I see somebody, one of my old friends, but I also see another one of my old friends that I don't like anymore. And it kind of pissed me off, so I told him, I was like, you should get the hell out of here before I come back and like stab you and get like just warn him. I was like, I'll be back in like 3 minutes, and if you're still here, I'm gonna freaking just murder you. And I did. I came back and he was just like leaving or something like that. I got pissed off when I woke up because I couldn't even sleep. After that, I went back to sleep like probably like 30 minutes later, and then I had this dream where what's it? Oh, I was I don't know, I was in this factory, I guess, and there's a bunch of people under the place or something, and I was just like, I don't know any of these people, and I go out of the factory and I go to the top, and there's like a thrift store, and there's like some old guy, he's like trying to buy some bottles, some really old looking bottles, and I'm wondering why he wants them. Like, I was like, oh, they must be worth a lot of money. So I tell my sister, I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy them or something and try to sell them. But after I buy them, I'm like, my sister leaves, or she's just gone. And then um, I'm like leaving the place, but somehow I'm back in the bottom of the factory. And I don't know, there's like this guy, a young girl, and this really old woman. And they're like trying to like keep me there for some reason. And I don't know, for some reason this old guy just starts beating the crap out of me. And it keeps me there. They tie me up, and then, like, I think it's, like, 3 days pass or something, and then the guy comes in, he, like, shaves my face with, like, a straight razor, pretty much, like, really fine. I was just, like, freaking out, because I was like, is this guy gonna kill me? He shaves off, like, my mustache for some reason. I had, like, hair everywhere, like, a big beard. He shaved it and left only my goatee, and then after that, he starts shaving my head, and I was so pissed because I had long hair, and I was just like, why? And he was like, some girl made fun of me. He's like, so I'm gonna make your hair look worse than mine or something like that. So he just like fucks up my hair and shaves like half, leaves long, and then shaves half over here. And I'm just like, okay, that's pretty weird. And then I try to get up and get away or something, and the girl that's in the dream like catches me, and I don't know. She like has this needle, and then I knew that there was like drugs that were gonna make me fall asleep or like to keep me there, and I didn't want to be drugged, but she just like catches me and just stabs me with it. And I just drop to the floor, and then I don't know. It kind of seems like days are just going by really, really fast, just like 1, 2, 3, just really, really fast, and I just see them like putting these needles in my arms with this green stuff, and I just go to sleep, and they're like stealing like my soul or like my essence of like living or something. And I was just like freaking the crap out. And after like 2 months of being there, they had another guy down there with me, and I don't know, he had scissors somehow, and the girl that was in there, she started looking different over the time. She looked like a normal girl in the beginning, and then out of nowhere, she kind of like had this like ballerina, like pink tutu thing on, and she had like green hair, and it was up in like bows or whatever, but her hands kind of looked like, I would say like Edward Scissorhands, but like made out of like sewing needles. So, and she like puts us next to this big ass machine, and the guy stabs her in the side, and then she like hits this guy and he dies. And I take the scissors away like out of her side, and I run around these machines. I'm just like running and running, and her daughter's just like chasing after me. And somehow I just turned around and like stabbed her in like the throat or something, and I was just like, whoa, kind of freaked me out. And then I was running towards like the door, like the stairways that lead up towards the out of the factory, and I don't know, there's like the old woman. She kind of looked like the daughter, but just really old and like an older dress and longer hair. She starts chasing after me. I'm running up the stairway. I stab her in the side too. I don't know how, because she was pretty far, but I just remember stabbing her. And then running, and then there's like a hallway that I had to get out. And at the end of the hallway, there was 2 doors where there was like light. And I don't know, I just remember her, like, hand start stretching down the hallway and trying to, like, grab me, and I was just like, man, I gotta make it to the light before she reaches me, and right as before she grabs me, I like push the door open, and then bam, there's like the light. And then I don't know. As soon as I come outside, there's this girl and a guy, and they were like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And then pretty much after that, the dream was over. Woke up, and then I went back to sleep, and I had another dream where I was at my old childhood house where I haven't seen it in a long time, and I don't know. I was like by the front gate. There's these two kids that walk up, and they have baseball bats or something, and they say something to me or piss me off, and then we just start fighting, and they come into my yard, and I'm just angry or something, and the dude tries to hit me with a baseball bat, and I like catch it with one hand, and then we both have baseball bats, and we're just like swinging at each other and shit, and like we connect with the baseball bats, and they clink off each other, and then I just keep hitting him, and I hit him in the head like a couple times, like I swung at him, and then I finally get his baseball bat away, and then I don't know, this is where the dream kind of got like really violent, because I just started hitting the crap out of his head, and he like knocked the hell out or died or something, and his other friend that was there was like, "What the hell did you do? You killed my brother." And then I just started like fighting that guy too, because I was like, well, you're trying to like harm me, so I don't know, I kind of like, I guess I killed that kid too, and a couple days passed, and I don't know, his dad was mad or got sad or something and tried finding me, and he tried hurting my family, so he was like going to my dad's job. My dad was working at a a marketplace, I guess, and I don't know, I was going to go warn my dad that he was there, so I'm going through this factory, and I find my dad, and I'm just like, oh, there's a guy coming with a gun, we gotta run. So we're running through this factory, and this guy is there looking for us, and this factory, this store place is huge, so we're running through it. We get to like the back where you would go through the doors and stuff, and the guy finds us, and we're walking down this cement place where there's like a wall, and there's like around and there's stairs. So for a second there, my dad's right there, and I leave him there for a second, and I go up the stairs, and I wait for the guy that's coming with the gun, and he's like coming up, and he's like talking to my dad or something, like saying he was gonna shoot him, and then after that, I just jumped down like off of the, like just leaped, and then just hit him in the face, and then he kind of knocked out, and then I don't know, we kind of got away, but then the next day, I was in like kind of a truck, I would say, where there was like school, and inside the truck there was a bunch of kids and my dad and me, and they were all painting for some reason, and that guy was coming back to that place, and he was like, oh, he knew that we were there, and he was coming inside with a gun. For some reason I was just like, I knew this, and as soon as he came inside, I just like kicked him in the face or something, and he just dropped, and he had the gun, and it fell. I just remember picking it up, and then just, I don't know, I shot him, and then after that I just woke up again, so, but yeah, that's pretty much the dreams that I had.